Hello, testing, testing. Is this good? Hello, testing, testing. Alright, I think we're okay. Yeah, maybe that's my mistake. Is it YouTube specifically you can't stream copyright? So I know Curse was streaming with music. I thought, maybe not. Maybe you can't. Alright, we'll stream without music for now. I'll see if I'll have to figure that out later. Inconsistent, yeah. Yeah, that seems to be the case. I don't know what's up with that. I know I can't use copyright stuff on my videos, but I thought the stream was the same as Twitch where it's fine. But maybe not. Before I was just using video game music. You can have, yeah, the free music is sometimes gets detected, I guess. Back in the day, you could just slightly distort the music and it would be fine. Guys for watching you. Oh. Okay, so he pushes different audio to Twitch than he does to YouTube. Fair enough. That's probably the way to do it then. I tried to set up the dual stream, but I haven't got it to work. I need to figure that out. I have a plugin for OBS, but it doesn't seem to connect to Twitch for some reason. Can I push out there, maybe? I need tech support to figure that out. Better call IT. I knew it would demonetize the stream. Like, that's not a surprise. I didn't think it would block it, though. I should probably be careful. I just got partner last week, so I don't want to get de-partnered week 1. That would be embarrassing. What does reroll chance mean? That's how all of the different chances are. All of the different chances of things are worded. Like if you look at affixes, it's the same. It says like reroll chance. I think it's based on like weighting. Like the standard weighting is like a 2% chance. So it's 1 in 50. There's probably math somewhere on that. Oh. Oh, yeah. Maybe you're right. Yeah, that would make sense. Is that actually different than just... Is 98% chance of reroll different than 1 in 50? I guess no, because the other items also have a reroll chance. So if the other items are... If all the other items are 0%, hypothetically, red ring would always roll into another item, and it would be that other item. But if the other items are lower chance, then that would means that they would be less likely to re-roll back into red ring. Or if you drop something, it would be less likely to roll into red ring. So it's like some weighting system then, right? Is this the best farming build for high monolith that I know of? Ooh, 17 int. That I know of? It's probably top 3. I think the MP build might be better, but it's like a lot more mechanically intensive and needs crazy gear. There could be I don't know. Nothing else comes to mind other than some like bug stuff. Lower chance to reroll into something else. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. All these... Yeah, let's keep pushing. These are all arenas, though. I guess I have to do it. Trying to get to 1,000 as quickly as I can. Hoping I can do my corruption testing before the weekend. And then reroll. I'm not rerolling, not anytime soon. I just need a high corruption character so that I can do some testing for how corruption affects prophecies. The whole reason I made a corruption pusher is so that I can... Oh, you're talking about ring. Never mind then. You could roll silver ring, then roll for unique, then roll for what unique it is. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Just from all the math I've done on like prophecies and stuff, it seems like all the different things are... They have like a weighting. And then increasing that weighting is not like additional chances, it just changes it within the pool. So like it could take that 98 down to like 92 or something. Yeah, I think that's probably it. It wouldn't be exactly the same as 1 in 50 then. Is there a guide planner for this build? Yeah. 1 second. This is not my build, but it is pretty close to what I'm doing. Oh, my inventory's full again. Change for rarity between uniques? Yeah, maybe. I feel like computationally that would be very intensive though. Like, it seems like an overly complicated system to just determine what drops, right? It's like you get a bunch of common items, it just keeps landing on the common unique and re-rolling over and over. Like for every item, it would have to re-roll multiple times. There'd have to be some like logic for that that needs to be run, just like probability. I don't know if they would code something like that. If you lose one roll, it stops. Yeah, I mean maybe. I mean it would still double the computation needed. Like if you drop 40 items or whatever, there's a lot more than 40 computations. It'd probably give a lot of people a big lag spike every time an item drops. Unless somehow they do that. I guess they might do it server side, so you like make a request and then it determines what the drop is. It would have to be server side, because otherwise it'd be easy for you to hack your. It'd be easy for you to hack your loot. So you'd probably make a request to the server for a bunch of items, and then the server would register those items with a unique identifier, and then tell your client that these are the items that you get. And all those calculations would have to happen on the server. Someone is a web developer. I am a web developer. You are correct. Yeah, they would have to be saved differently. That makes sense to me. Because for the offline, it's completely different because the item drops, like all the items, all the storage, like everything. It has to be like packaged, right? Like it's part of your client. There's no request going to the server. There's no the server telling you what item it is. There's no creating like unique identifiers to prevent like duplication. And for the server, like when you're playing online, like all of that has to be completely entangled. Every item, every character, every storage space and thing you have in it, like all of those are completely coupled. So it makes sense that like there's a lot of complexity there. Yeah, I think that it's okay. Like if this is happening server side, it's probably fine. It doesn't really matter what the logic is. The issue is like when you put that sort of burden on the client, then you have like a huge performance loss. Spaghetti, yeah. Don't worry, I write a lot of spaghetti code. I know how it goes. Hey, what's up, Zappos? Welcome back. We are just pushing corruption. Our Rune Master is starting to get real spicy. Yeah. I think that explanation makes sense to me. It's probably how it works. What corruption are you at right now? 800 and something. I'm not far. I think I might be 850. I don't know if anyone in chat remembers. Like 850 something. If Red Ring was 1 in 50, How many red rings would you have? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. They do seem a lot rarer than the number indicates. 896. Yeah, I think 896 sounds right. I guess you could click the little slider in the video and then go back, but that sounds like a pain. I will tell you in 8 seconds. You got to 500 with your pally. Yeah, that's solid. 500 is really good. For most builds, 500 is really good. It's not that many that can push beyond that. Paladin being one of the stronger right now. Yeah, 894. Ryan is... Hold up. You're wrong. You said 896. Lied to me. Should be able to get a good chunk of corruption though from the next Orbo. This is the ladle version. I'm pretty sure the ladle version is better for endgame just because you get a lot more scaling. Attribute scaling seems to be the way to go. The Claw Dragorath does have some perks though. You get the base crit, so you don't need to run Prism Gaze, which means you can run either an Exalted Helm or Unity Crest, which gives like 18% DR. And then you get Lightning Blast, which gives you permanent Lightning Aegis. And it gives you free crit cap as well. But the Ladle gives you so much cast speed. And so much more multiplier, and I don't know. It also gives you the base mana cost reduction too, which makes managing mana easier. All unique silver rings, and there are 2 other than red ring in arena. I'm guessing it rolls unique first, right? Because otherwise it would have to roll the base type. Should be weird. Like it would roll silver ring and then try and roll unique. Is this Ellie Nova? Yeah, this is the Ellie Nova. You have trouble with mana. Yeah, give me a second to finish this and I'll go over the mana setup. Are you planning on sticking with 2 red rings? I think so. Red rings is not the best for damage because you don't have the int on it, unless you get lucky and slam int on your red ring. But you get the DR. And the all stat, so that's like strength and stuff. Red rings are incredible for defense. They do stack though, right? There's no reason why this wouldn't stack. Yeah, so the mana for Frostclaw, I actually don't have a +4 relic. I only have int on my Twisted Heart because I missed my slam. So I am missing 4 points in Frostclaw. It would be 27. I have 1 point here. And it's really important that you get this last node here. Yesterday I was trying to make this work with only the first 2, and I was running out of mana. The way it works is the 4th node gives you 2 additional casts, and Gift of Winter is per cast, not per skill use. So each of these additional casts has a 36% chance. And the way it works out is if you have 5 casts, the 36%, you do 5, here I'll do the math. So it'd be 5 casts times 0.36 is 1.8 refunds per cast, and then you times by 12. So per activation of Frostclaw, you should get 21.6 mana refunded per usage. So that's with 3 out of 3 Gift of Winter and with Crack in the Ice. So as long as your cost is only slightly above that, you should be able to sustain. Do you think you can get something like a 2LP static shell? Yeah, absolutely. Like those are not... I have 3 2LP static shells already, and this was before I even got rank 10. Like these aren't that bad. They're pretty rare, but it's achievable. And then Unstable Core. I've already slammed 2 2LP Unstable Cores. These are a little bit rare, but it's still achievable. These are all 1LPs. They're not that bad. Your cost is 24 and your mana. Yeah, even if it's 24, you only have a 2.4 mana deficit per cast. So if you cast like 5 times a second, then you're at like, what is that, like 12 mana deficit per second. So if your regen is higher than that, you should still sustain. When 25 you lose. Yeah, exactly. Because each additional mana above the recovery is a significant increase to your deficit per second. So if you're having problems with mana, make sure that you have this node here and these 3 nodes, and then also this node here. I forget if there was another one. Nothing else reduce. You need this here. Make sure your Nova is 0 mana cost, so you need these 3 here. Or maybe 2. Actually, do I even need 3? Do you guys remember if I need 3 of these or no? But then, other than that, also the idol. If you don't have the relic, you need these 2 idols. Otherwise, you're going to run out of mana. You need 3 with Spoon. Oh. Right, okay. Yeah. But yeah, this works for me. 1 here, 2 idols, and the 3 here. And then you're good to go. You need 3. Yeah, I think 3 is correct. 3 seems right. Alright, let's do the boss. This is Glancing Bow. So annoying. Alright, let's stack up our wards, see how we do. I don't actually need to dodge that, I just want to see how much ward we can get. Yeah, if your idols are low roll, you'll probably need more points. That is correct. This boss is so tanky. Ring? Yeah, without these I run out of mana. But I'm pretty sure it's worth slamming T7 int. How's your FPS? It's okay. I'm also streaming. When I'm not streaming, it's a lot better. I have a 6850 XT and a 3600X. So the CPU is a bit dated, but it's not like a super crazy computer. If you're not streaming though, you'll be fine. There are some like general performance issues with this game that any amount of computer probably won't help. Yeah, exactly. Also, these little fire enemies, they do crazy amount of damage. Those will one-shot me if I'm not careful. Certain maps, yeah. Yeah, it seems like it. Turn off shadow. I think I've already turned mine off. But yeah, that is true. Turning this off helps. Yeah, there's some weird stuff with items. Double. I also lag when I pick up shards and stuff. Almost every time. Do you have lag in arena maps? I don't think any more than normal. Your inventory's cluttered? My inventory's always cluttered. You died to the... Yeah, the little fire dudes, they do so much damage. I dump when it's a quarter. I try and remember to do the auto move. It seems like the shards are more laggy than the items. The lag might be because the game's trying to figure out where to put the stuff in your inventory. There could be like some really unoptimized sorting logic or something. Not exactly sure how that works. If you restart the game, yeah, I've also found that. Restart does help. Not super convenient if I'm streaming though. Each shard asks for each bot. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. If it just goes across the grid and checks every spot and sees if it fits, then it would be pretty suboptimal. And that might be a client-side check as well, since it's just position-based. Most of the other checks are probably server-side. Also because sometimes you get a mismatch of where stuff is, and then you relog and it's like somewhere else. So definitely those are client-side checks. The game programming is super simple. Well, Mike was talking about it in the dev stream, about the like sorting and the interface for like stash and all that. And he was talking about how it's like something that they just put together real quick when the game was new. And now that it's like kind of full force, they don't really have the bandwidth to actually deal with a lot of these problems. Just kind of like how programming goes in general. When you have a service to provide, it's hard to prioritize things. It's relatable. And also what's optimized for single player is not necessarily what's optimized for multiplayer. They built like a framework of a game that's like kind of meant to be all in one package, and then they had to decouple a bunch of stuff to be able to make all these extra connections to this server instead of relying on users' computers to do them, which introduces a lot of like bugs and lag and whatever. Then you do patchwork, yeah, exactly. How many bosses do you run? If you are pushing corruption, I think probably 2 or 3. If you are trying to farm as many bosses as possible, probably more, because the further nodes give more stability. So if you just want as many chances at Twisted Heart as possible, it's better to stay far from the center and just do as many nodes as you can. So yeah, it just depends on your goal. I'm gonna have to probably leave early pretty soon. Need to head out and do some chores. Hopefully I can grab another Orbis before I go. Not really lacking for Twisted Hearts right now though. It's just it's the Frost Claws that I'm struggling with. Yeah, some stuff is pretty rare. It is always possible that some of the logic is like bugged, it doesn't work as expected. You never really know with this game. We kind of just trust that it's working. Imagine a pie chart. Oh shit. The Lithrak got me. I think I might just do this one then. This is 3. Maybe I can grab one more dragon before. I'll try and grab one more dragon. Yeah, those fire things do way too much damage. They're extremely overtuned. They do like 10 times more damage than any other monster. Actually, maybe... Do they spawn a DOT on the ground per each hit? So that would explain why they do so much. It might be each time you hit them. Yeah, it's definitely shotgunning. I know that. There's no other way they would do that much damage. 1 LP, F. F's in chat. Sad 1 LP ladle that will never be slammed. Will just sit in my stash forever. Small spoon, yeah. There's so many items that I know I'll never use, but I pick them up anyway. I don't know why I'm like this. Damn, we're already at 410. The T7 gas. Oh no. Missing that feels so bad. This can give me 132. Alright, we'll do this. We'll full clear. That'll get us a dragon. We'll do the dragon. Then we'll do Orbis. And then I might have to head out after that. That should put us pretty close to 1,000 corruption though. And I think I can probably make a few gear improvements pretty soon. That should help me get a little further. It is fun to push corruption with CoF though. Feels very rewarding. The 2x use lens is good because it reduces the amount of rerolls, but it seems to be the case if you want a specific reward. What if you're fine with any reward? If you are fine with any reward, then you already don't really need many rerolls to begin with. So the other lenses aren't valuable for you either. But the difference about the 2x use lens is it also makes the prophecy itself more cost efficient. If you look at the 2x use lens, it gives you double the items, but it's a 1.8 times multiplier. So like if you're doing a prophecy that's say 10,000 favor, for example, take care likewise. See you in the next one. It's great having you. Yeah, so if you have a prophecy that gives one item and say it costs 10,000, for example, it's 10,000 favor per item. And if you take the double use, you now get 2 items, but it's 18,000. So instead of 10,000 per favor, it's now 9,000 per favor. So even if you never need to reroll because everything is okay, you're still saving favor. Like there's never a scenario where it's not providing you value. None of the other lenses do something like that. They all just reduce rerolls. Also, you don't, yeah, exactly. That's another big one too. You don't clutter your list, which is nice if you save up a lot of favor and then you just grab them all at once. It's pretty nice to have that. Right, so we got the stability. Let's do dragon. How much damage is this doing now? About 10,000. That's not too bad. I should still be able to tank this for quite a while, depending on the mods. This dies way quicker when it doesn't have glancing blows though. Makes a huge difference. Yeah. I don't know if it changes anything for the block. Because the 2 times is still the best, and your third lens would either go to the type or the block still. I don't know if blocking is not actually better than the other lenses, even if you only want one thing. Can you stack double use and double item? You can use one of each. You can't use 2 of the same. It won't apply twice. God, these shades get so much tankier. Yeah, exactly. That math sounds right. 3.4. Alright, what are we at? 939. Not bad. We only need another 61 corruption and we'll be there. Probably can do that later on tonight. We'll see. But yeah, that's all the time I have for now. Thank you guys all for dropping by. I'll probably be on the same time tomorrow. Maybe be on a little bit tonight. We'll see if there's time. I don't know. But otherwise, keep an eye out for my corruption testing video. I'll try and hopefully get that out in the next few days once I have time to do all that testing with the prophecies. Figure out if they do work with corruption. But yeah, cheers. Thanks everyone.